Hi, it's Pengy. Today is May 5th, 2020, and the time is 10:52 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. How is everybody doing? I am doing fine. So yesterday, I did the quest, the major segment in Search of Alphinaud, and I found her. And took about, 2.5 hours to finish that part. And today I'm going to be looking for Alphinaud. Today the main quest is going to be in search of Alphinaud. So we'll give it a try. How are you? How's everybody doing? How's Golden Week? I wonder what Golden Week is like. We're gonna go fight Alphinaud today. We'll go to the Dussel Gate. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word, and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. So this is the second half. The Crystal Exarch is eager for you to meet with Alphinaud. You will visit Alphinaud in Colusia, then? Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you will need a mount capable of making the journey. Here's a letter of introduction, presented to Sam Jijemai, the master of the beast at Tormentos Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alphinaud, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. No, wrong door. So you go. So we need to go over. I think over here somewhere. need some sort of flying chocobo. Amazing, this thing. So well designed. I wish I could play with more of my friends. It would be so much fun. You know, what, a party of 8? The extra. The rotunda. The ball. Somewhere we gotta find. Oh, here we go. Genmai. Hello, Suzanne Genmai. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at my rookery? Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro for passage to Kalusha. I will pick you out a friendly whelp. Amaro are often used for travel then? And there I was expecting a chocobo. A chocobo? Do you hail from one of Norvan's more isolated settlements, perchance? I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. But here in the Crystarium, mounts like that grave fellow there are far more commonly used. Seeing you are plainly unaccustomed to riding Amaro, I think it's best that I accompany you on this flight myself. Any Zune worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me. Ensure you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro lunch. One of the junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mounts. Okay. Friendly little fella. Well, little is a relative term. Amaro tamer. Looks like there's a lot of people. You want to fly an Amaro to the Kalusha? Well, I suppose if Master Genmai is going with you, Wait here, please. The master should be along with the mounts shortly. You can now travel to Kaluja. Speak with the aspiring Amaro tamer to fly to the island.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Kaluja. It looks like Limsa Laminsa almost. Oh, look. Look at the Amaro creatures. They look like a cross between a turkey and a goat. And a cow. They look like they're chewing the cud. Very cute. I'd imagine they're pretty sturdy. Look at all that fat reserve on them, huh? Okay, let's talk to this guy. We are arrived. This is Crackshell Beach on the eastern coast of Kaluja. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eater attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. Spy you that city in the distance? That is Ilmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. For years, the Elmorian elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals were questionable would be putting it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resisted their heavy-handed authority, and while we're not at war, our relationship with the Ilmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. Okay. Arigato. I am glad we understand each other. Now, the Exar has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. A steel tide. Whatever Sam Genmai has to tell you, he plainly deems it worthy of your undivided attention. If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name Ivor. Ivor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Kalusia and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme a time. That will let him know that you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the Amaro until you are ready to return. Oh, look, he's got a chocobo too. I should let out my chocobo. Here's my chocobo, people. Small and cute, just like me. Let's see, I'm supposed to go south, right? Oh, there we go. South. That's south. Hobgoblin! Let's see. I would need a healer stand. The Bright Cliff. Oh, it's Goobu! Malt stash. Look at that. Look at that. I wonder if it can make me... Oh, no, 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 Hobgoblin. What are you doing? What are you doing? I do not attack you. I got experience points, but I don't have any drops. It's like these things don't drop anything. It reminds me of Valkyrie Dunes on the game FF11. Oh no! See where they just chase you. Where they chase you and pound you. No, I don't know how I got the... Oh, I don't know how I changed myself to the first-person camera mode. Yeah, I don't know how to get myself out of the first-person camera mode. Excuse me for a second. You have a keyboard, it's home. Ah, there we go. It's a little bit better. There we go, Ivor. What you after? Fish, crab? I think I got an eel in the barrel somewhere if you got a taste for them. Lake time. Oh, I do love a bit of thyme. Chuck some in the pan and it's like bloody festival of flavor. Yeah, what is it I can do for you? Can't say there's been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. Alphinaud, eh? I know the one. Our young champion of the downtrodden. Elmore's richer than all of Norvand's put together, but it's a different story for them. As live outside the city, most spend every walking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him. But you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for Stilltide. That's a fishing village just up the path here. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern the locals call Leaky Keel. Wait there, and I'll see that Alphinaud joins you. Okay. Come on, Chocobo. Let's see, we gotta go this way. Oh, it looks like there's a settlement. Bright cliff. Stilltide. Aetherite. You attuned to the Aetherite. Yay. Must be around here somewhere. The Leaky Keel. This is your first time in the tavern. It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What'll you be having? Ale, mead, or water? It says some mead. A fine choice. And what'll you be paying with? Well, now those are exotic. Where did you come by a coin like that? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity, and I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. Ah, there's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? I want you to squash any vermin you find, then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like it's not. Do that for me, and you can laze about here as long as you like. Okay. Okay, we gotta go north then, huh? Here we go. Little extermination job. Oh, look at that. Aether current. Hello. Aether current. Whiptail. Hello, Whiptail. Governor's Row. Blighted crop. Okay, 1 second. It's like a grapevine. Love the Choco regen. Thank you, Choco regen. I'm supposed to find somebody who's sleeping around here. Knock knock. No response. Maybe you need to knock louder. No response. Perhaps the occupant is hard of hearing. Hello? Squeak, squeak, squeak. You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetable on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Yuck. Guess we should run back now, huh? Welcome back, dear. What did the good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Gone? Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. I don't know what the hopefuls are. In Gate Town, outside Elmore, you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat. Wherever you like, dear. You more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Tis good to see you, my friend.
What? No hug?
The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alphinaud, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
Got the surf clothes on now, huh?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsuyu.
Yotsuyu, yes. And Gosetsu. And Miss Gosetsu.
It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
Well, it's good to see you, Alphinaud. We thought we lost you.
Huh. Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
Yes, I shall.
I see. Both the Exarch and Alizé told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the Source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral Calamity. Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the Calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered.
So idealistic.
That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Yes, Alphinaud, let's go there.
And so we take to the road once more.
Yes, but make sure the bar is attended by somebody. Huh? Right? Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrivals just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Elmore, despite my best efforts to do so. You mean you haven't been in the area? Come, from here, we must head west, and then cross a small bridge. There. attack. Oh, yes it does. There we go, Alphinaud. Kalusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I had a similar impression of Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think, whenever a calamity struck, the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No! No! Get away from me! What's going on? Over there! Quickly, someone's in trouble. Oh, thank the fates. Look out. My poor heart. Thank you, young miss. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you all right, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I know I should leave my old house behind and queue up outside Elmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again, you saved my life. Now I am sure a strapping lass like you has little to fear. But I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here except cobwebs and memories. 'Tis as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Elmore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which have you been told? Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? Ah yes, Alizael would be well qualified to speak on the subject. And my friend has been, well, befallen to a tragedy. Compared to Amarang, Colusia is almost haven. But as you saw, we cannot let our guard down. Had you arrived but a few moments later, the Sin Eaters would have claimed another victim. Still, we have won a small victory this time. At least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. See you later, Chocobo. What is that? Germinate. That is an ugly thing. Ah! No! No! Here somewhere. The whale's breach. The whale's breach.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms. and Yulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
Ah, I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
Shantytown.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
Be grim bloke. Not really.
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
Leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
Well, jesters.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Yulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy, even on days when fish is not on the menu! Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
Fish, is it?
Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor. Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for?
Blue Jonglieu.
Well, well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident!
I don't know.
For you.
Ah, last!
Enjoy!
Thank goodness.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently is staple for its citizens as well.
meal. I get it.
Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems... well, let us just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Sour fruit, maybe. She likes me. Okay. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won by a contest with ever-changing rules. They say that this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Umor's current ruler came into power. Yet, from what I've seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the city who robs them of their self-sufficiency, I have tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fell on deaf ears. Excuse me. The attitude is so entrenched now, I worry that, well, mayhap we should take a turn around Gate Town and judge the situation for yourself. Blow. Still here, are you? I can't blame you for wanting a slice of Elmore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself. Gate Town's not much to look at, but at least it's safe. And the meal is the best thing I ever tasted. Wow. Living on handouts. Bubbling crockpot. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks. Meal, you realize, float in the otherwise plain broth. there's a lot of people here. What's going on? Preoccupied petticoat. Just look at it. Can't you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of a life that awaits me inside these walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? Oh, look at that. It's your turn. How do I get up there? How do I get up there? From the shack? Jump over from the shack? Ah. I can't get up there. I can't get up there. I tried. This is a cruel joke. I'm telling you, it's a cruel joke. I can't get up there. It's a cruel joke. What's it gonna take to get up there? Can't do it. Oh, there we go. There we go. My goodness. How did I get up there? Thank you. Well, this is what we call Shantytown. I am back. Had to get a drink of water. Okay. Let's talk to Alphinaud. You've seen what Gate Town has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They've become dependent on handouts of meal and believe humor is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive of any other way of life. Well, seems like some places I know. Alphinaud wears a look of profound disapproval, a fickle existence. You disapprove of you more. 'Tis difficult to make a final judgment without first seeing the city's inner workings. Mayhap it is the uncertainty which always makes me feel so ill at ease here. Not that it matters. However unjust this system seems to me, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it's hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forego Umor's largesse are doomed to suffer their independence? In the end, they are all forced to seek refuge in Gate Town, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and untended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Umor's generosity truly serves the best interests of Kuluja's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Elmore's gates. 'Tis fortunate that you have arrived when you did, Penguina. I've been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if it all goes to plan, it should soon come to a fruition. There is a beast tribe who makes its home in the sea surrounding the island, the Ondo they're called, though you and I hardly know them as Sahagin. For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos and rarely have dealing with land dwellers. But as Tataru took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reach out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offer to procure such goods for them, they promise to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Umoran lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. Ha 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 ha! My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Okay. Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first then, we must pay a visit to Moshamoa, my supplier in Wright. Come, it's just to the northwest of here. Oh, a spy. Way out there. That looks like an Lane Orobon. Looks like an Orobon in FF11, except it's on land. And quite a bit sharper teeth. Here we go. There we go. Mosha Moa. Hello, Moshamoa. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Moshamoa. This is my associate, Penguina. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. Lad, short blue hair? No? He said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the detail, I just assumed... Confound it, someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. If this charlatan was here not long ago, he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of the town, and I shall take the west. How dare them? Look at that thing. Wood eyes. Tal Cabri. Let's see, should be around here somewhere. Ah, yes, here we go. Tal Calibri. The Fruit Loop birds. Ah, look, a fishing destination, this place. Upon searching, search the surrounding for a male mistel with short blue hair. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a likely suspect and inspect them with the buttons. Stop moving. Wait. Yes, I see you. You have located your quarry. You thief. You blue-tail thief. Penguina, any sight of him? Over there. Over there. You have a keen eye. Let us move in before he make good his escape. His grammar is not exactly 100% English. You!
There you are.
There you are.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea. Get in that way.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kaishir, must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Christerium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
Maybe it's not a paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmorans' interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
No, we're stuck outside. Alphinaud.
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kaishir, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best.
I don't think so.
We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
Those are the life choices, Alphinaud. Quite possibly, meaning we better hurry up and think of a new plan, now that you messed it up.
Indeed, we will find another way. I promise you. Shall we return to right then?
At least no one got eaten by sin eaters.
Is that?
What? What? Oh?
I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble. Come on, they may need our help.
and mantra. Shadowfall. Weekend Wretch. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Cough, sputter. Mercy, mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. The poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever going to repay this kindness? We'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristal. I was invited into Umor to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Valtry's city. Within days, they have brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the god-stained ocean. From up there? How were you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. And the citizens condone such barbaric punishment? Oh, without a second thought. When Lord Valtry passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Umor, his word is law. The more I hear about Umor, the more determined I am to see what awaits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first, we should convey Tristal to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of his chilly. He needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. Away into the city? Pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And if you will permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Umor, insofar as I'm able, at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my savior into that awful place makes me sick to my stomach. But since it's plain you set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. The Umorian elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And, if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Are you certain this is your livelihood? We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided. But I shan't stay long in this place, not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move to the new lands in a new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers from now on until my dying days. City of Final Pleasures. Alphinaud weighs the brush you receive from Tristal, deep in thought. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristal has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with the brush. Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. As for you, why don't you, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant. Yes. Then, it is settled. All we need now is to return to Gate Town and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. Aha! Ho ho! Flecks of paint both old and new, a tool much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well, come with us, and we will put those talents to the test. And who is this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Wow, this is my assistant, she whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with her, or not at all. Parasite, then. We shall leave her fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And having filled our latest vacant space, we retire to Eumore's sweet embrace. Gatetown residents. What? No meals? Oh, mercy me, the meal! We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token. We must empty the sacks ere we make our way back. I wish I had another cup of coffee.
Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days.
Eumore.
Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
Eumore, finally. Did you need something? What do you do here? Oh, I live here for ages, 10 years at least. It was my mother who brought me. Though she's dead now, of course. It's funny. I ought to feel sad to think of her, but I don't. Don't feel much of anything anymore, really. I suppose there's not much point to it. I have nothing. Nothing to love. Nothing to hope for. So why bother? I know I will never go up there to you more proper. I'll live here, stealing their scraps, and then I'll die here. That is all. What kind of place is this? It's called the Derelicts, after those hulking shipwrecks from the flood. I suppose, though these days there's nothing in the whole bleeding place that the name doesn't apply to. The buildings, the path, the people, all forsaken, just sitting here and waiting to rot. Oh, we survive, I suppose, like maggots in a corpse. Feeding on whatever carry-on we scrounge from the city, but live? No. My goodness. Keyman. It may be a drafty shack, but I am doing my best to make the place look nice. Just because the world is a terrible place doesn't mean I have to be miserable about it. Look at that piece of furniture, huh? Quite out of place in a place like that. Blue Jongleur. Looks even grander from this angle, eh? Eh? Red Jungler. Welcome, welcome to the city of final pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No? Not even a single tear? Move right along, then. Our first task is to register you as residents. You know, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so you just need to put on your happy faces and head through to Joyous Hall. The Bureau of Immigration is the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to those folks off to the side of the road, much like the hopefuls in Gate Town. They haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means, take your time. But why waste another moment? Go enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we better show ourselves willing for the time being. Glory Gate. You now have Ethernet access to Glory. Joyous Hall. Cornen. New to the city? I can explain how it's laid out if you like. Just imagine 3 layers on top of one another. This layer is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, where the military has its headquarters. And above that You got the canopy, which is where all the free citizens of Umor spend their days. Uric. If you must know, I'm here to register this man as a bonded citizen and instruct him on proper manners, of course. I can't have him embarrassing me before my peers. I guess I'm supposed to... go register. Welcome to Umorian Army Headquarters. That said, there's likely not much here to interest you. I think I'm supposed to register. So maybe over here. Such a complex architecture. Very interesting. You now have Ethernet access to the mainstay. Layers. This layer is called the buttress. Above us, understory, where military have its headquarters. Above that, you have the canopy. I'm supposed to register in immigration. Like a jail cell of some sort. No entrance there. I thought I'm supposed to go to immigration. It says the Bureau of Immigration is the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name. An occupation in a nice, loud voice. According to the message engraved at the base, special permission is required to use the Aetheryte. My goodness. I better find immigration, huh? Boy, must not be fun being thrown off this thing. My goodness. Quite an entertainment venue. Guess I better get downstairs. Somehow. Of course, I'm lost now. I don't know how to get back downstairs. Maybe this way? Maybe here? Immigration office. Yay. Welcome to Umor. Fortunate friends, may I have your names? I am Alphinaud, an artist, and this is Penguina, my assistant. Ah yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Umor are divided into two classes. There are the free, who are blessed with the favors of the Lord Valtry, and the bonded, who work in the employee of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you were chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as general laborer. I see. And might you tell us something of the patron we are to serve? There are two patrons, actually. Shanuz and Dulachai, a mistel couple whom most refer to as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, but I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility for your own sake as much as theirs. Now, a moment please while I complete the relevant paperwork. All in order. These are your registration documents. Take these papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you will officially be Umoran citizens. Enjoy your life in paradise. I am becoming a citizen at last. I'm so excited my hands are shaking. Ahahahahaha. Everything's so pink. Welcome to Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. What have we here? Alphinaud, artist. Penguina, artist's assistant, to be employed in the service of Lord Shanaz and Lady Dolia Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. I think it best that we deliver you to the Chai residence before. Oh dear. You smell hideous. Did you cross here through a ditch? It is like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and the musk of some unwashed beast. Proceed directly to the Deloustery next door and scrub yourselves clean. Use whichever showers are free. Deloustery. After you have rinsed away that stench, you will want to splash yourselves with this perfume liberally. Once you made yourself presentable, then you may proceed to the Chai residence. Cornien, the guard by the stairs, will give you directions. I hadn't realized we were so aromatic. Uh-oh, am I having trouble with my internet? I think I am. little glitchy. I don't know. I think it's still fairly stable. Okay. So Penguini needs a shower. I probably need a shower. Delousery. Customs hall. I was looking for the custom office A2. I was looking for the crystals. The aetherite crystals. There's one of them. And then the other two. Here. Maybe it's outside. Nice soil pots. Seriously? Southeast derelicts. Now let's go get those two and then take a shower since we stink.